Leos, welcome to Healing Hype Man. Here's your message for whenever you find this message for you guys. Sun, Moon, and Rising Leo. Listen, there's right now you're in this energy of like, you you feel like you feel brand new in some way, but it's a new you that's also a traditional you, right? What does that mean? I like the Hierophant, the Sun, and the Judgment card. So that's like you've learned a lesson about how bright you shine, Leos. And I think that the lesson, the lesson was really about like how dedicated you were to yourself, and I think that that caused some friction with people. I think that there was some Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Five of Wands. I feel like you were focused on yourself, right? That is very Leo-like energy, and when maybe your bag, maybe like, you know, your level of status, like things that you were creating, and for some there's some reason there, it caused friction, right? And then you are step into this, perhaps you've learned some sort of lesson into like what it's like to pour into yourself. I don't want to say, you know, be selfish at all either, but I do want to say like doing everything on your own. Some of you, this might have been a solo, lonely version of Leo that took place before you found this, and now all of a sudden you've learned some aspect about you and how dedicated you are to yourself, and you're in a space of now feeling grounded, shining bright, and showing up as a new version of you, right? The Judgment is like you had an aha moment of some kind. And I think it really came from devoting to yourself. Oh, wow. The way that these readings have been starting have been like, wow. And then then the tone like shifts, like just like that, right? Like it was extra. Welcome to Healing Hype Man. And then the vibe changed to something so profound. Like you had an aha about how devoted you were to yourself. Like I could just leave that right there. And I wonder what that's going to transpire for you, right? Like, wow, if I do devote to myself and building my long-term, what that looks like. What does devotion look like? Like, what does your long-term investments look like? Like, have you mastered a skill or a craft? Have you stuck to one thing and mastered that? Have you been able to work hard for something and then get the reward from it, which I feel you did. But I think that also caused an internal conflict with people, maybe with yourself, because now you're questioning, like, was that devotion worth it and worthy of? And I think that you're starting to realize some sort of aspect or lesson to devoting to yourself here. Now I'm going to clarify each one of these. You either like it or you don't, right? And now I'm pulling like what it's transpiring into, right? Clarifying the Hierophant is the Ten of Swords. Oh, so you're not going to be doing that the same way. Clarifying the Sun is Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. There's a lot of like value, money, how you value yourself, which is really showing up differently. I'd say that you have learned a lesson around being selfish. Okay, you want me to say that? Being selfish. You've learned the value of a dollar. That's interesting. That's coming out too. You learn the value of an opportunity. And now that's allowing you to build foundations differently, start plans differently, And the aha is realizing that you have all the resources that you need. I wonder if maybe you gathered a lot of things, people, places, and things that now you realize like, wow, I can do it all. I can do a lot. For some of you, maybe you're realizing, I'll be very honest, for some of you, you might realize like, I want to be domestic. Queen of Pentacles is domestic. For some of you, you're realizing like, oh, I think I'm actually more secure than I think, and I can do a lot more than I thought. And here's that value of a dollar. I think I learned how to value an opportunity, right? For some of you, maybe you were so quick about things, and now you dedicated time and effort into things that are of pinnacle, like my foundation, what my bank account looks like, my resources, what I'm able to build, right? There's just a big aspect of like, maybe you did build something here, or you were working hard towards it, and opportunity came and you took advantage of it, and right, in a positive way, and you're reaping those rewards of it. I'm going to keep that. And it brought you to a space of, wow, feeling really confident. Maybe even some of you changing your level of status. You feel really emotionally content. For some of you, even like it's an elevation here. And I'm not surprised that Healing Hype Man is pulling an elevated as we approach Leo season, but you worked hard for it this time instead of you expecting it from others. You just, I just expect it. I walk into them and I expect it. Well, who the fuck are you to expect something from somebody that doesn't know who you are? But it's because now you build confidence by attaining something. Oh, Alvin, you should have just said that 6 minutes ago. So you have attained something. Okay. Has to do with finances, value, maybe beauty. You've attained confidence. So you've attained something that no one can take from you. And now that's brought you to a space of feeling real secure, because we go from the 8 to the 9 to the queen. So you have went up the levels, up the ranks, right? And then from the queen to the empress. Like, all right, Leos. Not surprised, right? So let me know below how this could be resonating for you. Maybe it's what you can look forward to in the coming months, whenever you're actually watching this, right? Because this is what I'm pulling. I'm not even looking at astrology, so I have no idea what Leos are supposed to be in right now. But this is what I'm seeing here. So I hope that this resonates with you. If not, then embody it and listen to this often so that you can then align with that. Some may call it toxic positivity. No, it's called, like, if you tell me this 10 times, of course, then I'm going to go online with it. So I'll listen to it 10 times and then watch it unfold in your life, right? I'm a little sick here. What I want to do is how do we get here? For those of you that might not resonate with it yet. How do we get here, Alvin? What do I got to do to get here? 6 of Wands. Talk about fucking victory here. Well, you have to win something. And what I mean by that is, like, that's another aspect of confidence. You have to attain something. Do you praise yourself for what you do and how far you've come and who you are, or external validation versus internal validation? Because you can simply just praise yourself. This is winning. Balance, temperance, and you need to have fun with it. Right? Like, win something that feels good. Attain something that feels grounded for you, that is fun and flirty and very creative at the same time, right? A lot of fire and passion here. I would say just then stay in your creative aspect where you can create something here. Some of you might need some grounding, and some of you really just need to have some fun, right? So that could be ways that you can kind of get there. Because Leo does rule the 5th house of, like, creative energy, children, fun, right? And, like, you literally have that here. Like, it's just, there's a fun, creative aspect. So maybe go out and have some fun in a very safe and grounded environment, and feel like you're also winning and being praised. And I hope that you're praising yourself in some way. Definitely different than what I was expecting here. So take it or leave it.